Welcome, Pearl.
Thank you.
Glad you're here. I'm Brenda.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, I saw a bike out front. You came in on a bike. Tell me about that. What is that?
That's an e-bike.
Yeah, what's an e-bike?
It's an electric bike. It's a pedal assist bike.
What assists the pedaling? Other than
There's
you doing it?
There's a little motor that helps you.
Wow. That's pretty cool. How long have you had it?
For over a year now.
Yeah. You ride a lot?
So I try to ride every day.
That's good. That's really good. Good exercise, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I want to let you know a little bit about what we're going to do today. We're going to sit here and talk a little bit. I want to tell you about our confidentiality statement, that what you say here, unless you let me know that for some reason you want to harm yourself or someone else, or if you tell me about some abuse that's going on in your life somewhere where a child's being abused or somebody that's elderly or disabled being abused, then I do have to let someone else know about that has the authority to keep you safe and keep other people safe. Otherwise, the information that you and I share here is totally confidential. Okay. How do you feel about that? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell me kind of what brought you here today. What's been going on?
I was recommended to come and see you about my depression.
And is depression something that you've dealt with or struggled with for a while now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long has that been?
A few years.
A few years? 1, 2, 5?
Maybe 5.
Okay. And in the last 5 years, is anything significant happened in your life that, I guess what I want to know is kind of what made you decide now was the point of time that you wanted to come on in and see someone?
Oh, it was not my idea.
Okay. But had things worsened for you in some way that made you feel like you maybe needed the help?
No, I just live my life, but friends tell me that maybe I should be seeing somebody.
Did you maybe state something in particular to your friends that they pointed out was an issue for you?
No,
or?
they think I'm not sleeping enough and I'm not eating enough and that I don't go out and socialize too much.
So they think, what I'm hearing you say is they think you isolate a little bit too much and aren't taking care of yourself as well?
That's what they think.
And what do you think about that?
I think I'm alright.
Yeah. Do you notice anything that's changed significantly in the last month or two? Like, have your symptoms worsened anywhere, any more than what they had been? In other words, are you sleeping less? Are you finding that you forget to eat, or you snack
Yeah.
instead of eating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as far as your social life, have you always been kind of a quiet, you seem kind of like a calm, quiet person. Have you always been kind of to yourself, or were you more?
I used to go out to parties.
You know, and that's changed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you remember anything significant that might have happened when it started to change for you?
Yes, my twin sister killed herself.
Oh my. And that was like 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
That must have been totally devastating. What happened? Do you know? Do you know what brought her to that point?
Yeah, her boyfriend broke up with her and I guess she couldn't take it.
I'm sure you were very close with her. That must have been extremely painful.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you taken care of yourself after that? To
I
deal
don't
with
know
that?
what you mean.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you've been through a lot of grief. There must have been a lot of pain and loss.
Yes, I just
were kind of kept it in. That happens sometimes, you know, when you have an extreme painful loss like that, sometimes you find yourself in a situation where it's easier just to keep on keeping on rather than to share those feelings. And sometimes they take on those emotions that you keep in, make things deepen and worsen, and the depression can be that much more difficult to cope with. It can be part of that. It can turn into symptoms like that. So it doesn't surprise me if you've kind of been isolating more and staying to yourself more, that you're now having these kinds of symptoms, because it sounds like you got a lot in there that needs to come out. A lot of hurt, a lot of pain. That must be really tough. Do you have family in the area? What's your support system like?
Not in the area.
Not in the area. So you've just been sort of on your own facing this. Well, I'm glad you decided to come here today. I really am. I think there's a lot we can work through to help you begin to feel better about life and about yourself, and to hopefully get you back on track to where you're eating and sleeping better. That has to be extremely difficult to not get a good night's rest. I'm sure you don't feel well probably on a fairly consistent basis if you're not resting well and you're not eating well, and it saps your energy. And depression is like that. I mean, especially when it becomes what we call, there's a term, vegetative depression. And vegetative depression really just are all those symptoms that you've kind of described to me, where you're not eating, you're not sleeping, you're not functioning well, you're isolating more. In all of that, you know, I mentioned in the confidentiality statement about suicide. I don't want you to be afraid of that, but I also want you to tell me, has there been any time where you've had any thoughts of harming yourself?
Not really.
Okay. So you feel safe with yourself? All right. And I want you to know that you can always call and let me know if those thoughts ever were to enter your mind. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do everything we can to help you. And I want you to feel like you can come in and relax and just share with me, and know that what you say here stays here. And I'm glad you decided to come today. Thank you. All right. Well, I will see you next time.
Okay, have a
All right.
good one.
You too.
Okay.